The cop was about to enter the house. The killer fired a shot right at the door. When he opened it to check, the officer was already injured on the ground. He was about to finish him off when he ran right into Mary trying to escape. He rushed out to kill the witness, but Jack saved her and brought her back. With nowhere to vent his frustration, he could only take it out on the wounded cop. To avoid being discovered, the killer parked the police car in a nearby barn. Mary quickly told Jack he was on his way back. This was definitely the best time to strike. Jack didn't waste a second, rushed out to the balcony and aimed his gun at him, ordered him leave immediately. But the killer figured the shotgun had limited range and insisted he take the shot. Both sides were at a standstill for a minute. The killer came to a conclusion. Jack only had one bullet left in his gun, otherwise he would have already fired. That was actually the truth. The moment the killer raised his hand to test him, Jack knew he didn't have enough firepower, could only hide back in the house. Next, the killer dragged the cop to the first floor to force Jack to hand over Mary. He picked up a hammer and started torturing the officer. Hearing the cop scream, Jack worried he couldn't hold out, could only tell Mary to get out of sight. Seeing no response from upstairs, the killer completely lost his patience, pulled out his pistol and started threatening Jack. Cursed him out. "If you've got gut, come at me," and dead. The word barely left his mouth when a gunshot rang out downstairs. To really twist the knife, the killer even pushed the body down the stairs to pile on Jack's guilt. After a few minutes of grief, Mary came out of the room and mentioned it seemed like there was no sound from the killer downstairs. Jack told her not to move, he'd better check it out himself, and sure enough there was no sign of him, only found his shoe around the corner. Turns out the killer had already made it to the second floor, trying to silently kill Mary. Jack heard the commotion, quickly climbed up to the second floor from the window. While he wasn't paying attention, kicked him down the steps. The killer rolled down the stairs to the first floor and hid around the corner on the first floor. Since the killer wasn't wearing shoes, you could say he'd lost big time. Jack didn't have enough ammo, so he didn't dare risk going down either. The two locked in a stalemate until late at night, when suddenly a car pulled up outside. In the car was Jack's wife. Before she could even get inside, she was taken hostage by the killer. Jack couldn't bear to let his wife die, gave the shotgun to Mary, and specifically reminded her there was only one bullet left. He had to aim carefully before pulling the trigger. After saying that, he walked down the steps, planning to trade himself for his wife instead of Mary. But the killer wouldn't accept, flew into a rage and shot Jack in the kneecap, and threatened Mary upstairs. If she didn't down, Jack would be dead in no time. Mary refused to live like a coward, carried the shotgun down the steps, even made the killer laugh. Just then the generator power became unstable. Jack took the chance to save his wife, pinned the killer in the corner, and stabbed a knife into his artery. As the house fell into darkness, the woman immediately rushed out and turned on the car headlight and called the police station. At the same time, Mary was holding the shotgun, found the killer barely clinging to life. She wanted to finish him off, but realized there was no bullet in the gun at all. The killer was stunned too. He'd been fooled by an empty gun all day long. Didn't take long before he died. Even though Jack got hit by bullets, his life wasn't in danger. Instead, he got a blessing in disguise and started a new family.